Most people like Sonoma.
Beat my time, you bastard.
I don't think so.
Oh, good. Never mind.
You got a 202.353. I got a 2.633.
Craig, that's I mean, yeah, you're right. That's a good way to put that. I need to remember that. Good luck, Squid.
Cold tires.
Send it.
The car behind you is pitting.
Did anybody else just see that in the background? Watch right here. Oh, it didn't show up. Hold on, chat. Hold on. It didn't show up.
Perfect stint.
The hell was that? Yeah, sorry. Caught it out of the corner of my eye on my other monitor over there. All right. He immediately got an X. Good job. Good job, Squid. No. I refuse. I refuse.
Someone thanked us for the pass.
Yeah, it's the guy in front.
Nope, up to P27. Wait. Yeah, we were like 20, 28, 29 when Magnum was in, so. Going to murder?
Help! I'm being attacked by dogs.
Okay.
Oh, Magnus got us up to 27. Okay. I was not paying attention, obviously. I was interacting with chat as I'm supposed to do as the lead streamer.
Well, at least my game didn't crash.
Yeah, yeah. You smart back. That's magnitude again, because yeah. I was busy being wrong. I mean, I'm used to that. I was married once, so I mean, I got used to being wrong. It doesn't bother me. I'm okay being wrong. But it was making me busy. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I'm perfectly okay with that as well. I don't care. It's one thing about getting older. You care less and less about what people think, whether you're right or wrong. For me, anyway. Because that's like your opinion, man.
3.274.
Right away into the threes, of course. We're just you too, Adam. Hadn't you been awake for like hours and hours and hours after your 4-hour nap? I just got a Steam notification. James is playing Stardew Valley. After the community races, apparently Jim needed some de-stress time as well because he immediately went into Stardew Valley. Jim, I was just talking about you. I don't know if you heard it or not. Also, hi, Jim. Sonoma sucks. It sucks real bad. No, you. You only like it because you're good at it. You only like it because you're good at it. If you weren't good at it, you wouldn't like it either. I mean, to be fair, you're good at just about everything you do. So, I mean, you know, it's not a fair comparison, but I stand by. Also grew up 20 minutes from, I mean, I mean, that's local, I don't want to say prejudice, what's the word I'm looking for? Bias, local bias. It's like me in Road Atlanta. I love driving Road Atlanta. A lot of people don't like Road Atlanta. I love it. I mean, I grew up more than 20 minutes and I've never actually been there, but it's my hometown track. I love the track. It's great. The same vibe.
Yeah, we even faster.
202.11. Jesus Christ, Squid.
Yeah.
Are like the same vibe. I mean, maybe. There's just so many. So here's my problem with Sonoma. Here's the reason I think it sucks, right? There are so many turns over crests. And by so many, I mean 2, which is enough for me because I can't do those. I can't do those. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't do those. Just like I have trouble doing the one at, not Brands Hatch, but the other one. But not at speed. What's the one? Is it Brands Hatch where you kind of we did it a couple of weeks ago? Community. The one that you go down the hill and up the top. And, I mean, granted that's a straightaway, so that's not the same thing. Anyway, I have trouble with those. Right. I have trouble with those. So, therefore, I don't like it. No. One before that.
I know which one you mean, Mark. I forget if it's Snetterton or Caldwell, like the one that starts going downhill and then there's a long left-hander and then you go down to a banked right turn.
Yeah. I mean, we did it.
Is that Snetterton? No, it's not Snetterton.
We did it in the Mustangs a couple weeks ago. Not last week. Last week I wasn't there for.
How is
Not
it
Road
Lincoln
America.
Park? How does that work?
Yes, that's the one.
Is it?
Cadwell? Maybe. So you go down the straightaway. First turn is
I
a
was trying to say that's how, but that's not the track I was thinking of.
long right, into a left, into a left, into another right. Long straightaway, and then there's either a chicane before the right going down a dip, then up the hill. And then you make another right, go under the bridge, downhill, right onto the front straight. Holton Park, that's the one.
Oh, that's Road Atlanta. Fuck.
No. Nope. There's a lot more turns in Road Atlanta than that one.
Hi, Jimses.
Y'all are lucky NCW's not here because he would like destroy all of you for hating on Olton.
I don't dislike Alton Park. I just have trouble with that one where you go where you
I mean, it's
where you
okay.
go over the
Yeah,
crest. I have a problem with crest, which is one of the reasons I don't do rally very well, because there's a lot of crests. Over crest, left 2, over crest, whatever, bullshit. I have trouble with those. And there's a lot of them at Sonoma, which is why I have such a hard time at Sonoma. I don't use cresties, but yeah, no, I don't. I don't. Colgate all the way. That's right. Arm and Hammer.
Noted, if a track contains one turn over a crest, it is therefore the worst track ever.
No. No.
2.653.
If it has multiple ones that I'm not good at, then it's a bad track.
What's the multiple one at Sonoma? Sonoma only has one.
It's got 2.
I think Sonoma has 2, yeah.
It's 2. There's 2 of them.
Turn.
It has a one at turn 4. That one's definitely it. That one is a difficult turn, but you can get used to it pretty easy.
Woo!
Whee!
That was strange.
No cars. No cars. You
I
are
don't know why I
clear.
lost grip there. That was weird.
Oh.
You could argue at Sonoma there's like 3 of them going up the hill. Like the one you're thinking is right when you get to the top of the hill and then you start going downhill, right?
Cruise Squib, yeah.
Is that turn 4?
Turn 4 is like the one where you start going down the hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
even before that, there are like 2 more right-handers which are over crests.
Yeah.
It's going down and up. No one cares about those. It's always the one going over.
Just got
That's
done
what
with a
that
stint
Dumont talking about.
201. Hell yeah. And a 0X. Well done. Good job, Ben. All right, Tala. Good night. Also, Ginger Squish. Good night.
Laguna Seca fits the bill too because the corkscrew is over a crest and it sucks.
Got a double coming up. I just had one of those in the rain. They suck. Have fun. Be careful, Ben. Target for the win.
Corkscrew kind of does suck.
The corkscrew does suck.
For more reasons other than the crest.
Good to see you still going. I'll definitely drop a message if I get back into. Absolutely, Smart Pipe. Absolutely. Good to see you again. Enjoy the rest of your night. Sleep well and have a good weekend. Cheers to you and Tallow.
The Road Atlanta has to turn over a crest.
9.771.
Which one?
The second one.
Yeah, but that's slow.
And the second last one.
But those are slow.
Oh, come on. So is the Sonoma one.
I don't know. There's just I just can't
It's
do
like,
it.
Radio at Spa. Huh. That's over crest.
I'd argue that Road Atlanta over Crest are harder than Sonoma.
I don't dislike it, but it is terrifying.
The NCW decided to hunt down the cone outside of T1 yet. NCW's not with us today, so I don't know. So let me back up. Spa is not as cresty as Sonoma. I very rarely do I lose the back end of whatever car I'm driving going over Radion at Spa, right? It's power job. Yes, exactly. Sonoma, maybe. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm not going to change my mind, right? I still don't like Sonoma because I'm not very good at it. That's the main crux here. You Sonoma lovers. I'm not good at it, so therefore I think it's not a good track. if I were to practice at it and become better at it, my opinion might change. I'm not saying that it's set in stone, but I'm also not changing my mind. I'm not good at it, so I don't like it. If I were to practice at it more and become better at it, my opinion might change.
Got canceled.
Okay? That's I'm not backpedaling. I'm just leaving that caveat in there. So the main difference between y'all are talking about the crest at Road Atlanta, at Spa. I've done those tracks a lot more than I've done Sonoma, so I'm a lot better at those. I mean, I'm not good, obviously, because I'm not good at any of the racetracks, but I'm better at those because I've had more practice at those. Therefore, I like and enjoy those tracks better because I'm better at them. If that makes sense. Like, I enjoy to do things that I'm good at. I don't enjoy to do things that I'm not good at. That's just me personally. That's why I don't play Dark Souls and games such as that. I don't like failure. And if I'm a failure at a certain turn and or track, I don't like that track. Therefore, I don't like Sonoma. I think Sonoma is bad. Don't like the word crusty. One line through most of the corners. I mean, that's above
The
my
fact that
purview.
Daytona, like the exit of ovals like 4 and 2, like the banking goes down. Does that count as a crest?
You talking about getting onto the oval or coming off the oval for turn one?
Like, yeah, when you're like on oval turn 2, right? How the banking goes back down to be almost flat again on the backstretch. Does that count as a crest? Over a turn.
I mean, technically, I guess.
Do you like Daytona? I'm just kidding.
I just like Daytona for other reasons, other turns. I take that back. I shouldn't say I dislike Daytona. I've come to appreciate Daytona a little bit more. I don't dislike Daytona as much as I used to because I've gotten better at it. Which is, again, like I'm saying about Sonoma, if I were to drive it more and get better at it, my opinion might change. Just like my opinion changed of this place. I didn't like this place when I first started driving it because I wasn't good at it. Now I'm okay at it. I could drive around it without wrecking as long as it's dry for the most part and put in decent lap times. So I'm okay with this track. I like this track. Nothing wrong with this track. Few things wrong with this track, you know? So I'm going to stand firm with Sonoma is not good because I'm not good at it.
I will say though, the full layout of Sonoma is nowhere near as good as the NASCAR one.
The full layout.
Sonoma fans will agree with that.
Which I guess we did the NASCAR layout.
Oh, we have Gem here, so let's
No,
check.
Jem will agree. I know we've agreed on this. Yeah.
NASCAR layout is best layout. I will reserve judgment because I don't know that I've ever been on the full circuit, full layout. Prefer the full layout. All right, fair enough.
In my head, it's still called Infineon rather than Sonoma, by the way.
Yeah.
How sponsorship works, baby.
404.
Exactly. Different strokes for different folks. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. As long as you don't
Took me years to not call Charlotte Lowe's.
As long as you don't, try to force your opinion on somebody else and understand that just because somebody else has a different opinion doesn't make them a lesser person or wrong and a bad person for thinking that way, then, whatever. It's fine. You can have a different opinion. I don't care.
No, you're not less of a person. You're not a bad person, but you're still wrong.
I know, chum. I know, and everybody is. That's the beauty of our chat is we can banter, and it's fine. It's fine. I love banter. Jim does have pretty good
For
banter.
arguing with chat. That's the only reason I come in this voice anymore. It's just to argue with everybody.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we're clear.
I like the host that only shows up for like 25% of the race.
Arguing can be fun. It can be fun, depending on how it's done. I have nothing to banter on this. I have very limited bantering experience in this field as well, Lilac. So don't feel left out. Adam, it all depends on how the arguing is done. Arguing in the form of banter is fine. You know, that's fine. But
And I don't know a damn thing about that track.
arguing
it's owned by the
like
same
out of
company that owns,
anger
like, Snetterton and Silverstone and all that.
is that's a big
But,
no-no.
I have no
Like,
idea
I know
what
you
it's like.
don't necessarily probably do that, but as long as everybody is going into the argument understands that it's just an argument to exchange ideas and is willing to listen to everybody else's opinions and arguments, then it can be fun. Yeah, but if you go into an argument with somebody who is like dead set on, I'm not going to change my mind, I'm not going to listen to anybody else, you're wrong, and I'm going to get angry about it when you say something that goes against anything that I say or think or believe, then that's when the argument becomes toxic and not good. This is yelling at each other, exactly, which is also called arguing in a lot of cases. So that kind of arguing that's not good. That's not good for people. Debating, I think,
To
would
completely
be
change the subject.
Yeah. Red?
It's 2024, boys. You know what that means?
No,
What?
dude.
Do we know what that means?
Woo Season 2 comes out!
Oh, fuck! Oh, I God, I want Woo so bad. Where did that come from?
I don't know. That's
Bang
where my
bop.
brain went. Bang bop.
Extraordinary Attorney Woo on Netflix. Watch that shit. It's so good.
okay.
Mock is just so fucking done.
No idea what they're talking about, but all right, you got it, guys.
It's
You
such a
got
good
it.
show.
Oh,
We need to
yeah.
introduce Mock the Woo.
Oh my god, you would absolutely love it.
Woo. All right. I'd have to resubscribe to Netflix because I went too careful, Squid. I went too long without logging into my account and they closed it because that's what they do. Anyway, one last thing on the argument thing before we move on to Ping Ba.
You like drive-throughs, power?
I love them.
Powers.
There's
Wow.
an
Zero
argument and there's a
extent.
debate.
I'm-
So I
it's
would,
gonna be fun.
Adam, I would go with
Power
you enjoy to
conversation, yeah.
debate with people because debate is usually more assumed to be positive than arguing with people. To say that you like arguing with people, to some people,
He works it.
may give off the impression that you just like to be argumentative, to be an asshole. And you don't want to be considered an asshole.
Oh,
Whether or not,
didn't help that.
Why does he fucking park it in every single turn?
whether or not
Where's
you
this
care
W
whether people think
when
you're an
you need
asshole
it?
or not is totally different.
What's
But
that drive-through, Squid?
debates are probably a better way to say. I like debating with people other than I like arguing with people. But anyway, what the fuck are they talking about Ping Ba and this other apparent show on Netflix? I have no idea. No idea. Also, squid, please. I gave
Extraordinary Attorney Woo.
Extraordinary Attorney Woo.
It's about an autistic lawyer.
Yeah. But
Autistic lawyer.
She's like really, really good at being a lawyer.
Kickboxing, 5, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Right here.
All right. Extraordinary Attorney Woo, everybody. Apparently it's on Netflix. If you got Netflix, go watch it. Apparently it's very, very good. I trust Powers of Judgment when he talks about shows to watch, so must be pretty good. Jims's I'm a little iffy on because it's Jims's, but
Hey, Woo is my fault. Thank you very much.
It was indeed your fault.
but Powers is the one who brought it up. I'd rather debate.
Listen, I can't justify the way my brain is.
The one cone on the it's like messed up at the back of that corner really messes with me.
Debating can be fun. I like debating about things that I know about, obviously, just like everybody else. If I get into a debate with somebody who knows about whatever it is we're debating and I don't know a whole lot about what we're debating, then it's not quite as fun for me because I'm just like, I don't know. Here's how I feel. This is what I think. And here's why. Well, you should think of it this way, blah, 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 blah.
Mock, what are some of the Firehouse debates like?
What are some of the Firehouse
I
debates
can
like?
only imagine.
So we try to keep it PG-13 for the most part here on our stream until 8 o'clock at night. So we got another 3 hours for that. So
Yeah.
So what do we debate about at the Firehouse? We debate about food. Food is a good debate. We debate about,
Debates about food.
fire department related stuff such as particular hose loads and why this hose load might be better than another hose load. So, we debate about, movies and women, just stuff. NC-17. I've met my share of fire people, and y'all raunchy. Yeah.
Like the existence of women, or
Say that again.
so you debate about women, but like what aspects, like the existence of them, or the hottest, or like what?
General.
Which one can carry the largest hose load?
In general, it's more than likely a smash or pass type of debate. To put it in not too
Okay.
fine a point.
You should do Pokemon Smash or Pass at the Firehouse.
Jimpsif, please.
Pokemon Smash or Pass. I don't know that most of the guys at my fire station would know anything about Pokemon enough to do that. So yeah, I mean we
Pokemon I see a picture of it in Smash or Pass. Simple.
Nah. Which would make it really funny, yeah.
Smash or Pass.
Smash or Pass stream win. That would have to be
146.
after a drunken trucking stream. That would have to be late night mock for that one. Only if it's at the firehouse with colleagues. No, I don't know that I'd be able to convince my colleagues
So
to
like
do
halfway
that.
through a 24-hour race. All right.
Halfway through 24-hour race. But that's not what I just said, Jimson. What I just said was drunken trucking.
When we do a 24-hour trucking race.
Mark, do I need to remind you about the Cards Against Humanity games we played while waiting for the engine to be fixed?
I mean, that's fair. that's fair. That's fair. The mock music hour. Yeah, I hadn't done one of those in a while. I need to get back into doing those. Get to the point where I don't care about the music being played. That'd be so shit as a smash or pass. You mean playing it? I doubt that. I doubt it. I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to say it, Lilac. I mean, just because I was thinking it doesn't mean I was going to say it out loud and call you out like that. Come on, you should know me better than that.
3, 6.
Make out a game out of what Lilac passes on.
So okay, so instead of like smash or passing ourselves, we have to guess what Lilac would say.
Could be a fun game.
I mean,
Listen, I've seen some of those Boulder Gate 3 streams.
I need to catch up on those. That might be what I do tomorrow. I might do that tomorrow. Catch up on Lilac streams. Because I'm very interested in seeing your playthrough of Baldur's Gate. Especially the owlbear bit. Like I hadn't really watched a whole lot of Baldur's Gate. I've watched a couple of different people play the first couple of hours, but like anything other than that, I haven't really paid any attention to it because nobody's been able to keep my interest in that game long enough to watch it. But I have a feeling that Lilac would be the one to keep my interest enough to watch it.
Baldur's Gate is one of those game series that's like been a big thing for a long time now. Now just completely out of the loop, or did Baldur's Gate 3 really just kind of kick it off?
No, the first two came out in like the 90s, and then nothing came out until now.
Okay, so I wasn't out of the loop then. Got it.
Right, they're probably almost as old as you are.
Because I just remember suddenly everybody won't stop talking about Baldur's Gate 3. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I streamed my character creation that took hours, and it was like, all right, good night. Nice.
To be fair, character creation is usually the most fun part of some games.
Yeah.
I know not in that case, but still.
Baldur's Gate 1 was 98.
Like, I want to play Street Fighter 6, A bit because of the character creator, but also because it looked fun. Because you can just beat up random people on the street, and that's just hilarious.
98. I know most of you were around in 98, but how many of you were like in school in 98? Whether that be,
Technically, you weren't either.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I was one for most of 98, so -1. Going back to college for a second time. So yeah. Bode was
Thundersteer is pretty severe.
Make sure you flip him off as he goes by.
Stay on the left. Clear.
Bode is my fellow old man. I'm good with that. As long as I'm not the only one.
Are we now 2 laps behind him or just 1?
We are now a full.
1 lap.
I guess we'll be 2 laps behind him now that he got around.
What lap is he on?
Yes.
According to my little overlay thing, we are 12 laps down. He's 11 laps down.
He's on 224, so we're only 1 lap behind him. So
Yeah.
that was him lapping you.
Wait, shit, am I next? Who's next? Howard's next? Howard's is next. All right, we still got a little while. Still got a little while to go. If only had somebody had set up like a stints thing. I didn't do that. Oh.
Gotta go to the store before they close. Be back later.
Okay.
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 Bread. Mark, have you informed chat yet that you didn't realize this was a 12-hour race until like 2 days ago?
Hair's getting long again, chat. Getting long again.
2.928.
Not quite long enough to put up in a ponytail,
12
but it's
hours,
close.
So much better.
Getting close.
If this was 24, we wouldn't even be halfway.
Wait, I was asked a question? Was I asked a question? I'm sorry, I had my headset off.
I asked if you informed chat that you thought this was a 24-hour race until a couple days ago.
No, I did not. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was at the fire station yesterday trying to figure out if I was going to be able to take off and come in and do practice last night night. And so I I was looking at the nerd sheet. I think it was Squid or Magnet was updating it for the race today. And I have it because it's a Google Doc. I can pull it up on my phone. And I looked at it and I'm like, because it's our nerd sheet of several pages. It's got like a introductory page, and then it's got track layout, and then availability page, and then stints page. It's a whole thing, right? It's a whole document. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages. Looks like 9 or 10 pages. So I'm scrolling through the pages, and I get to the schedule, and I'm looking at it. And I'm like, the event data page still had Daytona on it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And I get over to the schedule because they were talking about scheduling and trying to make sure that people were available for doing Cone's thing. I told them that I'd do a double stint so people could do Cone's thing. And I'm like, so I'm looking at the schedule and I'm like, that doesn't look right. So I put in our Discord. I was like, hey, is the nerd sheet been updated? Because I'm still showing Daytona times. And Squid was like, yeah, no, we got it updated. The whole time I was looking at it, I was thinking, well, that don't seem right for a 24-hour race. There's only half a page here. We've only got like 2 or 3 stints apiece. It doesn't seem right for a 24-hour race. Like, in my head, for whatever reason, it was like I was convinced that this was a 24-hour race. Like, I don't know why I thought that Sebring was a 24-hour race. We've done this race a bunch of times, and it's been 12 hours every time we've done it. As far as I guess, for some reason, I was thinking it was a 12-hour race. And then I went back and I looked at it, and I was like, Are you sure that it's updated? Are you sure that it's right? They're like, yeah, it's right.
Still there.
And then I had to pull up I had to go on our Discord and actually pull up because we've got the schedule. I'm like, yeah, it's a 12-hour race. Stupid. So I had to apologize to Discord. Like, oh, sorry guys, I thought it was a 24-hour race for some reason. My bad. Yeah. Not the best showing for a ye old Mach 1 fireman, that for that. And of course, since it was something bad for me, I had forgotten about it. It was like, whatever, put that out of your brain so you don't,
Let me bring up the fun fact that they did run a 24-hour race here one time a few years ago.
Go right.
Whoa, shit. Whoa, that was close. That was a good view for that one, too. Nicely avoided.
6, 5, 3.
So I guess we did do it. Did Jimson just say we did a 24-hour race here once? So I'm not completely off my rocker, just a little bit. Just a little bit off my rocker.
No, we didn't do one. In real life, they did one.
Oh, but then, yeah, I'm completely off my rocker then. You know, it happens. You get old, you forget things.
Pretty sure every time we've run Sebring, it was this particular event, the Sebring 12 hours, plus the one time they had the other 12 hour for like GT4 and GTR cars. That's the one we won.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just dumb. Chat. Long story short, I'm dumb, and I forgot that this is a 12-hour race, even though we've only ever done 12-hour races here. So thanks for bringing that up, Jimses. Appreciate it. Thanks for making me confess to chat how dumb I am. Appreciate you, boss, team boss, owner. It's fine though. You all know I'm not the smartest. It's fine. It's content, exactly.
Smack talk Sonoma, so it's fair.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that one. I smack talk Sonoma, so he had to, get one in on me. That's fair. I'm good with it. 2.2. Faster than the leaders.
This is everyone. Is it literally just Daytona?
What?
Have we run any 24-hour races other than Daytona? Because I don't think we have.
Spa, yeah.
Oh, Spa, right. So I'm pretty sure we haven't run Le Mans. Definitely haven't run Nürburgring.
I refuse. Whoa, that's about to be a mess.
Great debate time. Should the Spa 24-hour be a touring car race again? And not just TCRs, like all touring cars.
I don't know what that guy was doing.
Apparently, he decided to just stop and let everybody go by. Spa, Nürburgring, and Daytona, the 24 hours. Yeah. Yeah, we've done Spa a couple of times. There's a a clip of a lap that never
I think
happened
we've done Spa like every year.
at Spa.
I think that's one we reliably do. Just forgot.
Ha ha. The guy that crashed was the guy that I ran into the back of, and then he was rude in chat. So come.
You have to be more specific for which one you ran to the back of.
No, I've only run into the back of 2 cars, and one was like 10 hours ago, so I don't count that.
Yeah.
I only saw the pink Porsche.
Pink Porsche.
092?
There's an
I
infinite
think I
air.
ran into it.
Slow car
That
ahead.
was you. That's
Car
earlier
stop
this
on
stint,
the
wasn't
left.
it?
Go right.
Huh?
You were like, oh my god, he keeps slamming on the brakes going in the corner.
No,
and then
that
you
was
ran
that
into
was
him.
the one that died there. That wasn't pink, I don't think.
It was?
I thought it was red and black.
Car in front is heading 3.0.
maybe it makes sense.
1.
Mm.
I know, not a really good color combination to mix up in certain situations, but still.
So tired, chat. So tired.
Car right.
Bye, guys.
Clear.
You know, something else I just realized is the sun's going
Oh my
down.
God.
So I wonder if my last stint's going to be in the dark. So not only have I driven in the rain, now I'm going to have to drive in the dark. At least I got a half a stint in the daylight with dry conditions.
How is the weather looking in the game, by the way?
Clear till the end.
Oh, lame.
Well,
Ooh, good chance of late race rain.
Oh, is it not clear until the end?
yeah.
10:45. So, like 15 minutes.
Oh.
Oh, 10:20. Oh,
Car
I
right.
started.
Stay on the left.
Okay, yeah.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the right.
My crew chief has stopped working for some reason.
Race in is 10:20, so you're fine. We'll see.
0.53.
We'll see, I guess.
Stay on the right.
That's going to be during power stint anyway. Oh man, I can't imagine having to drive in the wet and
Go
dark.
back at that BMW in front of you.
That would suck.
I know.
That would suck real bad.
Also, I have 5 laps to go, I think. Or 4.
4.6 currently.
That would suck real bad, yeah.
He must be running really high downforce because he has like no top end.
Chapter 10 Racing. Chapter 10 Racing 14 is our next car, apparently. They on the same lap? No, they're still a lap ahead of us. Well, poop. Poop sickles, I say.
sun is so oppressive.
Is it a deadly laser?
Name a corner after it.
Hey. 4.0 at the light.
3.255.
All right, chat. give me a topic. Give me a
Figure who
topic
that is on the back of the 26.
to talk about. Keep me awake for the next 3 hours. We got 3 hours to go. What shall we chat about? I really want another whiskey, but I don't think I should have one. I think I should have one before my next stint. I haven't had anything to eat since, breakfast. It is getting on dinner time, though, so I think I'll be waiting until after the race. Have me some dinner. I don't know what I'm going to have yet, though. I have to go see what meals I got over there.
I'll do 2 more laps. Cars.
Okie doke.
Up to Pete 27 still. We're doing pretty good. Considering we was down in, low 40s after the start of the race, mid 40s
0.73.
after the start of the race. I think we've done all right.
Sounded like Jeremy Clarkson.
That's my best guess, though. It looks like Jeremy Clarkson.
Someone old.
Right side. Still there.
Let's see.
Clear on the right.
I like how I'm getting involved in this totally pointless battle with 2 laps to go.
Not that one.
Well, fuck him, am I right?
Yeah?
If you didn't, I wouldn't believe that you were a squid.
Let's see. What's the one that I want? Is it this one? Nope. There you go. That's who it is.
It's Jeremy Clarkson doing the L thing on his forehead. That's what it is. It's incredibly blurry.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear.
You're welcome.
Car right. Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
See back.
0.538.
Hello, friend.
Clear.
Back again.
Clarkson's Farm. I don't know that I haven't seen a Top Gear episode in decades.
What? Where are your fucking chickens?
Maybe not decades.
How can you miss that?
Been a long time since I've seen an actual Top Gear
SW
episode.
term.
I've seen clips and shorts of some of the older stuff. Haven't seen any of the new stuff. which I'm sure is some form of blasphemy in some circles. But yeah, I just never watched it. Never got around to it. It's not something that ever showed up on any of the channels that I watched growing up. And I was not a race car enthusiast as a kid. I was into other types of sports. Except for NASCAR. I did watch NASCAR a good bit through the 90s.
Box, box, box. Oh,
Ah!
no, I'm not your mom.
Ooh, they better wreck. No, they're fine.
I think you could have done that a lap.
Pit box in.
Okay, I'll keep
5,
going.
2, 1. Right here.
No option. Christ.
Good job, Squid.
GG Squid. Thank you for getting the drive-through before I got in.
Oh. So do I have half of the team's X's at this point? Oh, nope. A little less than half. A little less than half. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
The leader's pitting now. The car behind is pitting.
Good luck, Powers. You've quit using trading paints? Why? Are you having trouble with it? Use a different program that works. Nice. Nice. But it only shows like your livery though, right? Like if you change your livery, it shows up on your screen. But nobody else can see your livery and you can't see anybody else's unless they're using the same program. Does it work the same way? Which shows everyone's, even somebody if they're using trading
Another
paints.
program that's just trading paints, but better.
Still use trading paints as a background.
You still use trading paints then. Just adding another layer.
Interesting. I've only really had problems with trading paints in these big races. Like any of the cone races or any of the smaller races that I get in is the only ones I have problems or I don't have any problems with them. But then again, I don't iRacing anywhere near as much as you do, so. And hosted sessions, which is why I switched to it. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I just want to go take a nap. Is that bad? I just want to go take a nap. But I can't. 3 more hours. 3 more hours to go. 1 power stint. Excuse me. 1 power stint. 1 me stint. 1 more power stint. And we're done. Done, done, done. Be fine. Be fine, chat. Don't worry about it. Power's going to go out there and bust out a 201. Finish with a 0X. It's going to be great. We're going to make up at least one more position by the end of the race. I have a good feeling. Good feeling about this, chat. And it has nothing to do with the whiskey this time, oddly enough. It still looks like they're just crawling along at this camera angle. Zoom.
2.907.
I'm sure that was fine. Whatever sound that was. It's great. Wonderful. All right, chat. I'm going to get up and walk around for a second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh.
Okay, I'm very tired, so I'm gonna go. But
Right side,
good luck with your last
clear on the
things.
right.
Thanks, Squid. Thanks for driving. Good job. Also, how the hell did you get a 2021?
I don't know.
4.573.
That's the only answer I have. Okay, bye.
That didn't help, chat. That didn't help at all. I was hoping that would wake me up a little bit more. It didn't help. This means I need more caffeine and nicotine.
Line 2.
Might have helped a little bit. Might have helped a little bit. I need something to talk about. That's the problem, chat. That's what keeps me awake. Talking about stuff. Unfortunately, my life is boring at the moment, so I don't have anything life related to talk about that would be interesting. Yeah, no. Life is boring. I like it that way. I like it when my life is boring. Most of the time. Most of the time I like it when my life is boring. Mood. Yeah. Yep. But, let's see. I think if I've done anything recently. Have I played any new games recently? No. I did see, so there's a series of video games that I remember playing when I was younger. Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which is by Koei Tecmo or whatever. I don't know. And they're up to like, I don't know, 16. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 16 or something like that. But my favorite was number 8. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8. Which came out in the late 90s, early 2000s. yeah, exactly. Lilac. That one was my favorite. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8. Yes, 8. And so I kind of got a wild hair last night. I was watching, I just kind of browsing through YouTube, and there's a one of the guys that I watch plays Total War Warhammer 3. And because I watch him a lot, I also get recommended other Total War games, and one of them is Total War whatever that's set in China. Whichever one that is. I don't remember which one it is. So I watched a little bit of that, and it was, it's the same character as Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Because it's, it's the same time period and all that stuff. So I kind of got my nostalgia bug going a little bit. And I've got Romance of Three Kingdoms 13, I think, on my Steam already that I bought a long time ago. And I've played a couple of times, but it wasn't as good as 8. I didn't like it as good as 8. So I was like, I wonder if they've got Romance of Three Kingdoms 8, because it was on the PlayStation 2 is where I played it. And apparently they're doing a remaster of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 that's coming out later this year. So I was super excited about that. Looking forward to playing that. And then I re-downloaded. Let's see which one. Now I have to look and see which one it is. There is my mouse. My mouse should be around here somewhere. There it is. But it's going to pause for a second. Whoop. While I pull up Steam. Steam, please. There it is. Came back up. I don't like it when my mouse disappears. So let's see which one it is that which one that I've got already. Yeah, I've got 13. I got Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to playing a remaster of Romance 8. That's going to be fun. Have you, Lilac, the way you said that, are you familiar with the series? Do you know what I'm talking about? I feel like it's kind of a, I don't know if niche game is the right term for it, but I don't know that a lot of people that are in this circle would have played that one or that series. Any other games that I've played recently? No other games recently. Need to wash my car. Apparently it's springtime here, so I got to work yesterday. And Horizon Zero Dawn. I played a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn when it first came out. I don't think I ever streamed it, but I've played it. And it's a good game, but I have a problem with those types of games where I never can get through the main story because there's just so much other stuff to do. And I just wander off and do, and I had the same problem with The Witcher, had the same problem with Red Dead Redemption 2. Those big open world games like that, I just wander off and go do a bunch of things, and I end up getting into I wander into a level, a place where I'm too low a level, end up getting beat up. And then I'm like, well, I can't take that. And then I have to level myself up to where I can go take on the higher level stuff. And then I just burned myself out on doing, like, not even side quests, like just running around the open world doing whatever. And so I lose all focus on what I'm supposed to be doing main story wise. And then I'm just kind of like, meh. Like I'm tired of just running around doing random stuff, and I don't care about the story, so why not go find something else? So it's not that it was a bad game, and it's not like I didn't enjoy it, but it didn't really like grab me. Like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk grabbed me, and I completed that game and almost 100%ed it, and I would have 100%ed it if it wasn't for one particular quest that bugged out that I wasn't able to do. That one grabbed me. Death Stranding grabbed me, right? And I was able to complete that game, and, you know, not quite 100%, but mostly, you know, like, I think I was at 90-something%. So those two are the only, I think those are really the only open world games that I've ever finished. So I've never finished Horizon Zero Dawn, and I haven't played the second one, Forbidden West. I've seen some people play Forbidden West, and it looks good. It looks great, but I don't know. I don't know what it is about the story that I'm just like, eh. Control is a good game. I watched. Did Vintage Beef play that one? I watched somebody play through that one, and it looked pretty good.
2.95.
So I've thought about playing that one. I thought about playing what was that the PlayStation 5 exclusive that came out with the when PlayStation 5 came out. There was basically a third person shooter roguelike. Oh god, I don't even remember the name of it. But it was like super hard, bullet hell. Yeah, whatever the name of that game was. I thought about that one, but I was, and then I watched a couple of people play a couple levels of it, and like it looks really hard, and I don't enjoy to play hard games. So I'm like, well, maybe not. No, this was a lot. It's a PlayStation exclusive. I don't even remember. And it was a launch title for the PlayStation 5 that everybody was all into. No, you're some chick that is a space explorer, crashes on an alien planet, and then finds the corpse of herself, and then has to go do exploring. And then if you die, you just go back to the ship where you started and have to start all over. So it's roguelike. Returnal, that's the one. Thank you. I thought about playing that one, but then again, I was like, that looks hard. Like everybody that I've watched that plays it says it's hard. I don't want to play hard games. Like I'm old now. I don't want to play hard games. I don't. I'm not real good at the fast reflexes and the reaction time that is needed for games like that. Just I so wanted to enjoy Pacific Highway or whatever it is, Pacific whatever that game was I played a couple weeks ago. That Cone played. I so wanted to enjoy that, but I can't. It's not for me. Pacific Drive, that's the one. Thank you. Not for me, because I don't do scary games either. And that one was just freaky enough that I was like, oh no. Not that it's a scary game, but it's good to watch. It's very good to watch for somebody who is entertaining to watch play it. But I don't feel that I would be that type of streamer and or YouTuber that would be enjoyable to watch play that game, because the whole time I would be not enjoying my time playing it. Like one of the people that I watch on YouTube, Avak, is playing it, and he's very enjoyable to watch. Basically whatever he plays. So I've been watching his playthrough of it to kind of see what I missed out on, and so he's a lot better at it than I am. Just doesn't match, and I don't think, like I said, I don't think it really jived with me either. 2027. The wall there. So.
Didn't say 0x didn't happen.
Scuderia pepperoni. Nice. So you done with your double bin? Oh, you pushed it back? Okay. Oh, you're finishing the race. I got you. You're finishing on a double in the dark? Possibly the rain? Yeah. Yeah, I just took a peek at the forecast a few minutes ago, and it was like the last 15 minutes. It looks like there might be maybe something coming in. And I assume that y'all's setup is the same way as this one. So, I'm glad I don't have to do it. It's going to be Powers. Theoretically. Theoretically. I think. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look.
3.73.
All right, yeah. So the way our crazy schedule has worked out is I'm gonna have technically I'm gonna have the final stint, but it's gonna be 3 laps. we're gonna have a 3-lap final stint. So yeah. Also, I don't think either Squid or Magnet updated this thing before they went to bed. That seems unlikely. Maybe. I don't want to touch this thing. I don't want to mess with it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes when that time comes. Hey, we're up to 26th. Hell yeah. Picked up 2 overall positions. We are... Oh, no, there's one other person on our lap.
The lead is pitting now.
One person a lap ahead of us and one person 2 laps ahead of us. All right. Scuderia pepperoni. I like it. Anybody here playing Helldivers 2? Apparently that's the big game
3.0.
over the last couple of weeks. It's one that I thought about trying to get my brother into, but I don't know if he'd want to play it with me. I want to stream it, but I don't want to stream it playing by myself. And he doesn't want to stream with me anymore, so that sucks. I don't know, chat. I don't know. All I know is I'm anxious to get back in the car. Not anxious. I'm ready. Ready to get back in the car. Because I know the sooner I get in the car, the sooner we're going to be done. So I can go eat and go to bed. Not that I don't enjoy spending time with you guys. Very much enjoy spending time with you guys.
Right side,
But this fireman is tired.
clear on the right.
Yeah. Not all of you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Of course, none of you. Of course, none of you. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here if I didn't like you. Because if I didn't like you, it means you wouldn't like me either. Then why would you be watching me if you didn't like me? That's crazy talk. It's talk of a crazy person.
Oh, hi. I'm back.
Hi, welcome back.
How's it going?
Powers is doing great.
Good, good, good.
How was the store?
It was open and then now it's closed.
Fair enough. All right, good.
Yeah. They don't open again until Monday. So
Oh,
yeah, I got my stuff. I'm happy.
yeah. Yeah, good, 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 good.
So I wanted to ask, but I forgot. You're the only one who did the full like rain dry up cycle. Like how was that? What was the most tricky part of that whole thing?
So
Clear.
the rain was fine because I started on the wets in the mostly dry but a little bit damp. So that was a little tricky, a little slow. Driving in the rain was not a big problem because, I slowed myself down. There's I think I only spun the once in the actual wet. So as long as I was going from damp into full wet into damp again with the wet tires, it was okay. I mean, it was slow. I was slow, but I only had a couple of times where I like I said, I only spun the once, I think. And then I had a couple of times where I almost died, but was able to bring it back from the brink. I didn't have a problem until my second stint when I went out on the dries, when it was still probably too wet for the dries. I think that's probably where I got the majority of my 31X. I got 31X in my two stint, and I think the majority of them was in that first part of my second stint where I was out on the dries in the mostly wet. Yeah, wet tires work on a dry track, but dry tires don't work on a wet track.
Yeah.
And like I took a gamble because it was drying as I was finishing up my first stint, and I didn't want to have to pit twice. But I probably lost more time than I would have had I done a second pit stop during that stint to get onto the dry tires when it actually dried off. And when the dry line finally kicked in, again I did fine because it was dry and I was on a dry tire. So had I had I to do it over again,
Yeah.
I would have gone back onto the wets for half of the stint, and then come in halfway through, turned off fuel, and just swapped onto dry tires and finished off the stint in dries. But I didn't do that. So
Yeah. Ooh, powers.
Yes.
It's fine.
I thought I had a bigger gap than that.
It's fine. Nobody hit you.
Oh, that was perfect. Nice.
So,
Yeah, I think Squid, he ran the wet tires until they really started to get hot. So his rear end was like sliding all over the place. And that's when he pit. And I changed over to the dry tires. And it still felt really like sketchy at that point. But it was like workable.
yeah, I was not in that workable range. I was nowhere near that workable range when I went out for my second stint. So it was, and because of that, because I was doing poorly, I was unhappy and angry. So I did not enjoy myself for the first half of my second stint because of my mistake of staying on or getting on the dries. But once the track dried out and I started, improving my lap times and actually getting decent lap times, and because the track was dry by that point, then I started, enjoying it again. Kind of. I mean, I was still angry, but less angry because I was able to not slide off the track and actually make turns and stuff. So, but the whole, we're having a good time now. Exactly. Having a good time. But the whole process of going from basically, dry into damp into full wet on the wet tires, that was fine. It was cool. It looked great. The physics, you could definitely tell when you hit a puddle. You could definitely tell when you were braking in the wrong spot. You're braking on the racing line.
Yeah.
When it was wet, you could definitely tell. The spray was something to behold. So I mean, it was good. For that part, it was slidey, obviously, but slidey enough to where even somebody of my low skill level was able to save it most of the time. There were, like I said, there were a couple of times where I thought I was going to die. But yeah. Hey, listen, man, that's what I do. When I say I want something to talk about and somebody gives me something to talk about, well, by God, I'm going to talk about it. That's what you're here for. You're not here to watch me racing. You're here to listen to me babble about bullshit. So yeah, it was good. It was good for 75% of it. Yep.
I wonder how long you can actually run the wet tires into the dry before it's a big problem.
I think that, well, I'll tell you how long you can run the wet tires on the dries, in the dry. So let's just look at my lap times, right? So here's my first stint. This is where it got wet, so I was running 28s, 30s, 28, 30. Like, I wasn't fast in the wet, obviously. I wasn't fast. My fastest lap time was a 20. I don't know how I did it, but my fastest lap time, well, okay, I had a 19 in there. A couple of 19s. And then I pit. This is my pit lap. 150 is when I came into pit, I believe. Because it was a 409 because I came out on the dries. So I should have been on wets right here at 150. Because, I mean, if you look at these lap times, 231, or I'm sorry, 253, 244. I think this was my drive-through lap right there. 237, 221, and then so right in here, around 157, 158, probably could have still been on wets, and then you look right here at 161, boom, down to 208. So that's when the dry line started forming, and I was able to find it and stay on it, and then by 163, that's basically full dry right there. This is probably a spin, so around 10 laps or so would have been really good probably with the wets, and then after that maybe another 4 or 5 laps, so maybe 15 laps of wets in the dry, and then after that you could see I was dry running. So half a stint basically is what I would say when it gets into the changeable conditions. That would be my, like, I don't know how much of that you saw because of this, but I would say probably half of the stint I should have been on the wets and then come in for the dries, because it was like a light switch. when it finally dried up enough for the dry tires, it was like a light switch, and I was able to keep it on the track and actually make corners and everything else. But by that point, I was too angry and not doing well already. So I probably could have gone the entire stint on wets. It just would have been reversed. Like the last 4 or 5 laps probably would have been pretty bad on the wets in the dry, but it would have been better than doing the dries and the wets, like Adam said earlier. It probably would have been better for me to do it that way instead of trying to do the dries in the wet like I did. But live and learn for the next time we do this, I guess next year.
It might rain on one of the other endurance races we do this year.
Wet drive, lost their meeting in my mush brain. I thought they only had Sebring for, like, Sebring and a couple other tracks that we don't do endurance races at set up for this. Apparently I was wrong.
No, I believe all tracks can do rain. It's just some cars.
Oh, it's car dependent, not track dependent. Ah, I see. Well, that is disturbing. That is disturbing.
The cars that can do wet is any IMSA car, the GT86, the Formula Ford, and the Formula 3, I think.
And the Toyota GR86.
I said that one.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's Formula 4.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was the 4 or the 3.
Well, that's a little bit worrisome because there's some other tracks.
Yeah, the Formula 4 as well as the Formula Ford. Yeah, I know.
And the new Super Formula Light. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't like I don't like Nürburgring when it's dry. Again, because I'm not good at it, because I don't practice it enough, and I don't care to practice it that much. But yeah, that would be scary, sketchy. Might be safe.
I don't think Nürburgring's that bad. Like, if if you just treat it like a leisurely race, like not even really trying to push for speed, I've always had a good time.
I just don't know the turns well enough. Like, there's so many of them. There's so many. Now the GP track, that one's fine. I enjoy to do that one. But the full layout or just the Nürburgring, no thanks.
3.142.
I mean, I still get lost in the Nordschleife in like parts I just don't remember. Like after I finish like a section of turns, I'm like, okay, what's next? I think it's this, and then if I'm right or not, I'll find out.
Yeah. I mean, trying to push the cars that run in that race because it's such a big part of that race. That's fair. I mean, I won't be taking part in it regardless. I think I'm working that day.
Yeah, we got a lot of them. The GT3s, the 86. They just need the Porsche Cups, TCR, GT4.
There you go. But Spa would be okay in the rain, I think. I say okay. It would be as a Mitchlife.
Mitchleife? What?
What's a Mitchlife?
Yeah, what's a Mitchleife? Is it like a type of crisis? Do I have a Mitchleife crisis?
That could be. I think I heard that before.
Could be Web of the Last Drive, yeah.
Well, we figured it out, James. That was a good one.
Spa could be fun. I mean, if it's IMSA cars, we do IMSA at Road Atlanta, right? Road Atlanta could be all right in the wet. Or no, that's Petit Le Mans, isn't it? I don't remember all the different tracks. Fuji could be all right.
Petit Le Mans is an IMSA race.
Okay, well there you go. So yeah, I mean, it could be there could be good times ahead for driving this car in the rain, as long as I don't have to do it during changing conditions. As long as I don't have to do it during changing conditions on dry tires, it could be fine. 6-hour Indy race, new special event.
Am I just blind?
Right side.
Oh yeah, it
Clear
is
on the
there.
right.
Oh, okay.
That's my birthday weekend. Fun.
Ooh. Bonk, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened, man.
Right side. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
Car in front of me got loose, and I just had nowhere to go.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, he just stopped on the exit there, basically.
What's the button to pull it to black? Right, that's right. 5 laps. 5 or so laps.
Headlights are yellow because they're GT3 cars, and the GT3 cars have yellow headlights while the prototypes have bright white to differentiate in the mirrors when they're coming up.
There you go. Normally, Lilac, this race would have different types of cars, like different classes of cars, but we're low enough down in the order that
Here he goes again.
I should have known to give him more space because he was all over the track in front of me, and then I just didn't give him the space I needed to give him.
So in order to differentiate the faster cars coming up behind you, some of the cars have different color headlights, so you can tell when a faster car is coming behind you, so you can
4 laps. It says estimated 5.0 right now.
get out of the way as needed.
4 laps.
Yeah,
The BM
fast and loose.
We have Porsches and the BMW in ours too. Unless you're talking about real life. I don't think they really swap out the bulbs. I think they just put tint over it.
Yeah, it's probably like a yellow tint. Maybe. I don't know.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right. Car right. Stay on the left. Clear.
Okay, cover. That works. Because I didn't think a tint would actually help, but cover would help.
That Porsche's got yellow headlights.
Must be in your game settings then, Aram. Or maybe map settings. I don't know which one's different. There's a Porsche right in front of our car. It's clearly yellow.
Clearly.
Yep. Very yellow.
I mean, it doesn't matter either way. I don't care.
Wait. What? The 772 Porsche is white.
Is it in the setup thing? Like how you can change the LED color? Speaking of, where's our LEDs? Who fucked up?
And the 96
Yep,
Porsche.
you really
white.
told us, Aram. This one specific case was correct, therefore you're just a genius.
Yeah.
I'm really uncomfortable what's going on in front of me.
Yeah, I don't
Like
blame
in
you.
real life or in the race?
Why not both?
Oh god. I have a dag and there's cars fighting in front of me. Yeah, very smart of me to make you genius.
Ugh.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's almost time, chat. It's almost time for my last step.
It's like they know I want to go for my best lap, and they're like, nah, let's fuck with them.
Yeah. How dare you want to improve yourself?
Get worse, scrub.
Gentlemen, can you sort this the fuck out?
I wish iRacing had proximity chat.
Flash them. That's right. Flash the fuck out of them.
He'd be flashing the car in 5th place when we're in 25th.
Don't tell me twice. That's right, Lilac. Nope, there they go.
There you go.
Go left.
Saw that coming.
Estimated lap.
They sorted it out.
3.1 currently. 3.0.
7.0.
That sort of like livery overlay thing was dependent on the race though. Maybe not, maybe they changed it.
Whoop.
Wall. And wall's still there, Powers.
They must have changed it. Cause I mean, to be fair, I haven't painted a car in like 2 years, so.
One last look at the weather before I get in, just to make sure. Currently 8:15, 10:45, so 2.5 hours. Probably about 2 hours for the next weather to come in. which should not be during my stint. You're going to be right at the very end. Right at the very end, we might get rain. Maybe, possibly get rain. Ouch.
Two point oh is the rate. So probably just one lap.
2.2 or 202.
You got a slow car on the left.
He might be coming in this lap. Maybe, possibly. Probably should, to be fair. $78 of 90.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
With this guy here, I'm okay to pit.
All right, I'm ready for you. I think, Magnet, did you do the pit stop?
Yeah, I checked. Everything looks good.
Okay, good, thank you. All right, time for my final stint.
If the 22 wasn't here, I was going to ask for permission to buzz the tower because I was up 2/10 before I got to the back of him.
Flash before going into the pits. Good job, Powers.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2,
Thank you, Jim.
1. Right here.
Well, once again, I was doing really good on my 0x stint until I wasn't.
Powers is great until he is not.